Hello, friends. This is Professor Googlov. Today's video will be a little unusual, but I'm sure you will like it. So, get comfortable and let's go. Catfish. The catfish is a marine fish of the Perchidae. It is mainly found in the North Atlantic Ocean, near Russia, Canada and even in the western Arctic zone. This cold water fish feels comfortable in waters with temperatures below 5 degrees Celsius. Almost all the time spends in ocean waters at depths from 400 to 1,200 meters below sea level. It rises to the surface in search of food. The catfish is a predatory fish. Its diet consists of smaller inhabitants of the ocean, sea urchins, crabs, starfish. At depths, their food becomes jellyfish and smaller fish. The peculiarity of these fish sharp as knives' teeth, thanks to which they retain a dominant role in the world's oceans. And it is because of these intimidating teeth that the fish got its name. And its middle name is the seawolf. Like this animal, the amazingly developed jaw of the fish has forward protruding fangs and teeth wrapped inside. Adult representatives can reach more than a meter in length and weigh more than a centner. There are several species of catfish and they all differ from each other in color. They can be from dark gray to dark brown or even purple. Tongue-eating louse. This small crustacean became famous for its unique parasitization of the host's body. The tongue midge, another name for lice, does not just suck on the victim's body, feeding on its blood or mucus, nor does it seek to get inside the host's intestines to devour part of its prey. It does more cunningly. It climbs into the mouth of the fish and attaches itself to its tongue. With the help of its sharp claws, the louse pierces the soft organ and sucks all the blood out of it. The exsanguinated tongue completely loses its ability to work, and in its place remains sitting parasite, held inside by a strong grip. As the tongue louse grows up, it finds a fish as a victim and clings to its gills. What is interesting is that at this stage of its existence the louse is a male, but then, when it has already directly penetrated the mouth of its victim, it turns into a female. It seems that by taking the place of the tongue, the crustacean consumes all the prey of the fish, leaving nothing for its host. But it doesn't. The tongue midge feeds on the blood of its host or the mucus secreted by the fish. Howlide. The Scholiid family has 6 species of deep-sea fish, but the most common of them is the common Scholiid. These fish inhabit almost all waters of the world's oceans, except for the cold waters of the northern seas and the Arctic Ocean. Its name Chauliodes got its name from the Greek words chaulios, open mouth, and odous, tooth. Indeed, these relatively small fish, about 30 centimeters in length, can grow teeth up to 5 centimeters, because of which their mouth is never closed, creating a creepy grin. These fish are sometimes referred to as sea vipers. Howliids live at depths ranging from 100 to 4,000 meters. At night, they prefer to rise closer to the surface of the water, and during the day they sink into the very depths of the ocean. Thus, during the day the fish make huge migrations of several kilometers. With the help of special photophores located on the body of howlide, they can communicate in the dark with each other. On the dorsal fin of the viperfish is located one large photophore, which it lures its prey directly to the mouth. After that, a sharp bite sharp as needle teeth, chauliodes paralyze the prey, leaving it no chance of escape. The diet consists mainly of small fish and crustaceans. According to unreliable data, some individuals of chauliodes can live up to 30 years and more. Payar. Back in those distant prehistoric times when saber-toothed tigers roamed the earth, the dreaded river predator, the skimmer hydrolike, grew exactly the same weapon, only bent in the opposite direction, for its domination of rivers. Its fearsome saber teeth are located on the lower jaw. Unlike most saber-toothed animals, the fangs of the scimitar-shaped hydrilla remain entirely in its mouth, hiding in 2 holes in the upper jaw. This vicious predator, reaching up to 1.5 meters in length, prowls the waters of the Amazon, sinking its 7-10 centimeter fangs into the bodies of its victims. The gruesome appearance and potential danger of getting a bite from the scary teeth makes even the most experienced fisherman shiver. Hydrolikes are widespread in the Orinoco and Amazon basins. The record pahara was caught on February 10, 1996. It reached a length of 117 centimeters and weighed 17.8 kilograms. But it was a truly exceptional specimen. Usually mackerel hydrolike grows centimeters to 60 to 80 and weighs 3 to 8 kilograms. But even with these sizes, a couple of fish is enough to feed 10 people at a time. A giant isopod. Giant isopods are found in different places in the Atlantic at depths from 170 meters to 2.5 kilometers. But most of all these crayfish are found at a depth of 360 to 750 meters. Giant isopods, also called cephalopods or equal-footed crayfish, belong to the genus Bathynomus. There are 9 species in this genus to date. Studies of giant isopods have found that this deep sea dweller can go without food for as long as 8 weeks. But if this carnivore gets enough food, which happens when the isopod stumbles upon a large prey, in this case, it is already full as far as possible. It should be said that at the carcasses of dead whales, as well as around large sharks, can sometimes be found about 100 giant isopods, devouring the dead body. North American stargazer. The speckled, or North American starfish, is a beautiful name for an unpleasant-looking and dangerous fish of the ray class. It lives in the Atlantic Ocean, off the eastern coast of the United States. The speckled stargazer is an edible fish. In some places it is considered a delicacy. But there is no commercial production, and it is unlikely that it can be. Starfish is difficult to catch, unattractive in appearance, and it is very few for commercial catch. The speckled stargazer is a rather clumsy and slow fish. It never hunts actively, does not pursue the victim. The peculiarities of hunting this marine predator is that it buries itself deep in the sand or small pebbles so that only the eyes and a huge mouth are visible on the surface. From the outside, it looks as if someone's rather ugly and frightening face with a jagged, toothy mouth is looking down from the bottom of the sea. The coloration of its body and its ability to remain completely motionless for long periods of time allow it to remain virtually invisible. The predator remains in this position until potential prey such as small fish or crustaceans are found nearby. A vampire from hell. It is one of the most unusual cephalopod mollusks found in today's oceans. It turned out that the mollusk, which was given such an ominous name because of its unusual appearance, feeds not on the blood or meat of victims, but on detritus suspended in the water. These particles, the remains of dead planktonic animals, crustacean feces and other tiny organic remains, hell vampires collect with the help of thin filamentous formations covered with sticky mucus, and stretched between the hand's membrane. By opening the membrane wide and then bringing the ends of the arms together, the mollusk covers a large volume of nutrient-laden water, after which it squeezes the water out through the holes between the tips of the arms while the detritus is held inside by tendrils. In general, in the structure of the hellbender vampire can be seen many adaptations to life at depth. It has very large eyes that allow it to capture even the faintest light, and lacks the ink sac typical of shallow water cephalopods, because ink is useless in the dark. However, it has well-developed organs of luminescence, bioluminescence, on the body and especially on the tips of the hands. It is believed that this luminescence can deter or disorient predators. Well, as I promised, the video was interesting. So, subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.